we come together in service to elevate the awareness of humanity into the recognition of who we truly are. Within the waxing Syrian light of Leo, we serve as agents of loving identification and synthesis. And as we stand in the light of the sun, we become the embodied spark of group unity, from which the flame will rise. A fire of initiation that brings humanity out of the shadows of fear and into the enlightenment of love, so that we all will live in soul consciousness and as one. We hold our torches high as we walk among all of God's kingdoms, leading with compassionate understanding and the will to love as we meet the needs of this time. Dear sisters and brothers, I welcome you with love. Standing together under a shower of sunlight in Leo, let us pause and within the silence, consciously and gratefully, receive this downpouring of illumination that is so generously bestowed on us all from the suns of the cosmos. Into the light we move, beckoned thereto by thee. Out of the dark we come, driven thereto by the soul of all. Up from the earth we spring, and into the ocean of light we plunge. Together we come, together we move, guided and led by the soul we serve, and by thee, the Master we know. The Master within and the Master without are one. That one are we. The one is all. My soul, thy soul, the Master, and the soul of all. The Tibetan tells us that our solar system is one in which sensitivity to contact is a dominant quality, and this activates our receptive impulse to ripen into love wisdom. He explains that, quote, love is response to contact, and this, in the human being, means understanding, inclusiveness, and identification. Wisdom connotes skill in action as the result of developed love and the light of understanding. It is awareness of requirements and ability to bring together into a fused relationship the need and that which will meet it. Unquote. We, in identification as an evolving planetary service group, are intentionally bringing this fusion into a new opportunity of manifestation as we anticipate the Sirius Leo festival that is rising over the eastern horizon. Holding the occult idea to establish intergroup unity and cohesion through telepathic experiment, we imagine the beauty that we will create as we align in wholeness as one planetary serving group. Our expanded shift from self-centered into group consciousness elevates us into the realm of shared understanding, through which reception of ideas, concepts, and intuitive insights permeate the illusion of physical separateness. Through this inclusive experiment, we are becoming the manifestation of the truth spoken by Roberto Assagioli that, quote, "A group is not just a gathering of people. It is an evolving field of consciousness that gives rise to new ideas and ways of being," unquote. Telepathic communicators function predominantly on the mental plane, working in and with thought matter, and with the reception and direction of thought currents. We aspire to develop the mental purity and clarity that provides the space, the interlude of the stillness and serenity that fosters a clear, focused mind that is free from personal bias, emotional disturbance, and mental clutter, ensuring that the communication received and distributed is in harmony with the divine plan and serves a higher purpose. Group telepathy primarily occurs on the mental plane, a higher level of consciousness. But Dwal Kul reminds us that an awakened heart center is the key to this endeavor. A group heart that is inclusive, that demonstrates group appreciation and contact, group thought, and group life activity. It is with this truth and our deep trust in knowing that what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve that will open the door to becoming a telepathic bridge between the physical and the non-physical realms. Group conduits of spiritual energy who serve in the transmission of hierarchical will and purpose, whose role is not just about receiving messages, but about translating and applying these messages in a way that serves the greater good for all. It is through the evolving synthesis of the group head and heart centers that brings in the control of the soul aspect, creating an attunement of unified vibration through which the first whispers of telepathy are shared. As the greater world-serving group, we have been called into this incarnation as the forerunners of the Aquarian Age. We have heard and been awakened by an internal clarion call that impels us to do our committed part, to sow the seeds of a nascent awareness, an expanded consciousness that radiates and magnetizes the solar energies that herald the onset of a new age. We are part of an expanding experiment, and it is with this loving and joyful recognition that we endeavor to step up into the opportunity to connect mind to mind and soul to soul, becoming a co-creative instrument offered to the hierarchy in preparatory service for the Centennial Conclave in 2025. Seeking this new level of cooperative communion, we reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of new understanding that will invoke the opportunity to perceive the face of the true spiritual sun as it is revealed through a blaze of golden light and scintillates this illumination into the awakening souls of all. We come together in service to elevate the awareness of humanity into the recognition of who we truly are. Within the waxing Sirian light of Leo, we serve as agents of loving identification and synthesis. And as we stand in the light of the sun, we become the embodied spark of group unity, from which the flame will rise. A fire of initiation that brings humanity out of the shadows of fear and into the enlightenment of love, so that we all will live in soul consciousness and as one. We hold our torches high as we walk among all of God's kingdoms, leading with compassionate understanding and the will to love as we meet the needs of this time. We stand above the swelling, cacophonous tide of chaos and turbulence, and feeling the warmth of the Syrian sun on our backs, we see the path ahead with increasing clarity, knowing that, quote, we are held together by the inner structure of thought and by a telepathic medium of interrelation, unquote. Awakened by the sunshine of Leo, we bask in the light and have revealed to us what has been hidden in the shadows of the Piscean age. Our minds are illumined as we span the etheric bridge into the lighted house that grows and glows in our discovery of the truth of our being. The Deva of humanity dances in this brilliance. The Divine Mother smiles with contentment. And we feel the deep familial love wisdom that is known in the hearts of each and all of us. Feel it swell in recognition. Feel its power. Feel its joy. This is who we are, life more abundant. I am that, and that am I. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels herself as one with thee know she is therefore one with every other. A supernal coherence that elevates us from the lower level of potentiality to the mountaintop of actuality. An expression of love which steps us into the reason of right relationship as we join with all of God's kingdoms and are raised into the new Aquarian synthesis with all of our brothers and sisters. Then we will all be gifted with telepathic unity, absolutely knowing that the souls of all are one, and we are one with them. We love, we serve, we heal, We know that pain brings due reward of light and love. Always the soul controls the outer form, and life and all events, bringing the light of love to every happening of the time. We are creative visionaries of the future. Inner union demonstrates the will to good. Love prevails. We all love. Our chalice overflows with impressions and a stream of cosmic love issuing forth from the great star of sensitivity, Sirius, and from our older brothers and sisters within the Great White Lodge, knowing that they are supporting our subjective group experience as we endeavor in unison to bring about the intended evolution of consciousness and the realization of divine will on earth. We intentionally distribute this loving cognizance into the serving hearts and hands of all world servers, so that we might do our part in service to the restoration of the divine plan for earth. We offer our contribution to the precipitating energies of the Great Triangle, the Buddha, illumination, the avatar of synthesis, the power of unity, and the spirit of peace, love, gathered into the compassionate arms of the Divine Mother and drenched with the unsurpassable brilliance and love of Christ, as we seek to uplift humanity through the glory of the great invocation.
Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor to the sons of men. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and come in safe. Come forth, Almighty One. Let the souls of men awaken to the light, and may they stand with master intent. Let the fiat of the Lord go forth. The end of woe has come. Come forth, Almighty One. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, Almighty One. Let light and love and power and death fulfill the purpose of the coming one. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active aid of all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, Almighty One, and blend the three. Construct the great defending wall. The rule of evil now must end.
From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center, which we call the race of man, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth.